When I'm a road runner, and you can't kill those leaves. You got a green light, baby. Maybe, baby, you will see.
Well, everybody, welcome to Devil's Night, otherwise known as the night before Halloween, or the Halloween horror travel that is I-4. It's a little rough out there. Well, you know, it's been just over a week since Hillary had her little thing in front of Congress, which everybody's saying she did such a great job on. But my question is, are the people that she put in harm's way alive yet? Of course not. Is she being held responsible? Of course not. Why? Because we're following the leadership of Barack Hussein Obama, who is now chastising the head of the FBI because he, my gosh, took a different stance on the Ferguson issue than Hussein Obama did. What a shock. It's good to see at least somebody in his administration's got something between their legs. Anyway, as we move on, the debate, we get Joe for that last one, huh? I'm a little upset because, you know, the debate does not go exactly as the debate should. The debating people are supposed to be debating each other. They're not supposed to be debating the moderators. The moderators are supposed to be neutral, and in this case, they were anything but. I'll give you somebody else who isn't neutral, but he's on the right side of the page. Your host, Mr. Christopher Hart.
All right, thank you there, Dr. K, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us today. That's right, it is the eve before All Hallows Eve. So we certainly hope you're preparing for that coming tomorrow night. In the meantime, you got us tonight, and of course, you can be a part of the show too. 407-774-8255 is the number. We come to you once again. Spooky Mercury-free broadcasting studios. That's right, we got spooks and ghosts floating around in here tonight. And you can see them on the Pariscope because General Paris has it up and running. But in the meantime, we're coming to you from the Mercury-free broadcasting studio. And don't forget, if you want to get mercury-free yourself, all you have to do is call my dentist, Dr. James E. Hardy, at 407-678-3399. He will get that poison out of your head and replace it with something healthy. And you can read all about it in his book, Mercury Free. And as I said, you can see us because we are on, let's see, Adversaries TV, that's YouTube, or actually just go in there today and type in Pariscope, and there we will be because the General has us up and running. Do you not there, General? We are at Periscope depth, or height.
There you go. However you want to look at it. Periscope depth is the proper term, by the way.
I got you. And but you spell our Periscope P-A-R-I-S-cope. And Nick Cicero is on the bridge tonight. You know, he's recovering from his rider's cramp from last night when we had our bumper sticker contest.
Yeah, that went pretty well, didn't it?
It sure did. We got a lot of great calls, a lot of great responses. And I thought we had, in a prior contest, one of our contestants call in with what turned out to be a bumper sticker phrase, which Mike McBath was using yesterday as an example, which was liar, liar, pantsuit on fire.
Right.
Well, that actually was Cindy who had called earlier with that.
Okay.
As I said, in a different contest. Now, she didn't call in yesterday with that. We would have taken it if she would have reminded us. And it would have very likely been one of the top two or three.
I love that one.
And as it is, she's having that made into a bumper sticker. Oh, good for her. And she's going to send us some, so we'll be able to get them away on the air. I got to give one to Mike, though, so he can plaster it on his car right next to that Hillary for prison.
He's got a billboard on his car.
He'll give it a prominent place, I guarantee you.
I love that Hillary for prison T-shirt he wears.
It's bold, and it just jumps right out there.
It really does.
By the way, he called me earlier. And, you know, a couple of weeks ago, we did our Halloween costume contest. And, you know, people calling in with their suggestions.
Right, with their suggestions,
Right, and the way what we were looking for is a personality, a politician or a celebrity, wearing a costume at your party.
Your Halloween party, right?
Had something to do with their life, though.
Yes.
Okay, and the winner was, we actually had a couple winners. One was Trump coming dressed as King Midas.
Okay.
You know, the Midas touch,
Midas
right?
touch, yeah.
And then the other one was Bill Clinton coming dressed as Bill Cosby.
That was, that was brilliant.
Kind of, does the trick, right?
Yeah.
Well, Mike calls me earlier and he tells me that he saw a real Halloween costume today.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. It would have been a good entry in that contest too. You had a Hillary Clinton face. Okay. And the prison, striped prison outfit, right? So everybody's in the mood for the Halloween
she can share
tomorrow night.
Decorating tips with Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart, that's right.
Good
Yeah,
friends,
they can
aren't
sit
they?
there and do a little knitting with one another, right?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. All right, so anyway, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Dr. K is all Eve.
Oh yeah.
And a little bit later on, Nancy Luden, our friend from the Jewish Pavilion, is going to stop by.
Okay.
And she's going to tell us about an event that they got coming up, a little fall festival type thing. It's a taste in the park.
Oh, okay.
Those are always a lot of fun.
Yeah. It depends on the alcohol volume of the tasting you're doing too. They get better and better as you go on.
This is food, but
okay.
I'm sure they'll have something to wash it down with, right?
I love Oktoberfest. Everybody tries to beat each other with their IPA percentage of volume of alcohol in their beers.
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah. You start off with like a 4.1 and you go all the way up to 11. You're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right, and speaking of food and eating, don't forget our spaghetti eating contest. Antonio,
not spaghetti.
Did I say that? I'm sorry.
Spaghetti.
Pizza eating challenge.
Pizza.
That's right. So is Antonio in on this?
He's in.
All right.
He's in.
And he was one of our runners-up last time.
He took second place last time, and he was sitting right next to David.
Yeah.
So they were trying to keep up, but and that David, he just. I mean, when David stood up a couple times, we thought he was going to go, and bring stuff, but he was just making room.
That was funny. I was watching.
Just pushing it down a little further.
He'd stand up, kind of do a little dance, and then he'd sit back down and start shuffling. Shuffling it down. Then he started shoveling it down again. But he's in it again with his uncle this time. So we plan on having a whole lot of fun, and we hope you folks will come out and join us for that.
Well, Antonio made a suggestion today. We were having lunch, and he said, if they would have a cafe close to town that would have sushi, he said, then I'd really kill them.
Oh, boy. Well, they do have a lot of fish dinners there.
He has shut down more sushi restaurants than occupied.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Cafe Plus Italian sushi? I don't know.
We'll stick with the pizza for now.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe next time lasagna or something.
Oh, yeah, something thick and heavy. There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of thick and heavy, they're laying on thick at the White House there.
Are they?
Yeah,
what a
of
shock.
course, they're always laying it on thick. It's the Senate pass deal. 64 to 30, which is 99 votes. I wonder who was there. Than Marco Rubio.
That's the House. You send one of your orderlies or one of your interns down to vote for you. In the Senate, you have to be present to vote.
Yourself, exactly. Yep. And but it's passed. It's a done deal. Of course, Obama's just chomping at the bit to sign
he doesn't have a ceiling anymore.
For even a year after he's president.
Yeah.
So that's a done deal. And we're going to have Steve Moore, the economist that we had anticipated. And that was my fault that didn't happen the other day. I actually had the phone number. And I thought he was supposed to call us, but we were supposed to call him, and so I gave Nick the wrong information, and so. But he's been gracious enough to laugh it off, and he is back on the show probably not next week. But we'll talk about that budget. And, he's code through all. So today, I want to talk about a little bit about the debate.
Yep.
Because after the other night, and the shellac has been taking from a lot of Republicans who are finally saying, look, why are we acquiescing to these liberal networks with their liberal moderators? Why don't we, stand up for something better than that? So the RNC today, taking, I think, a page from let's see, the newfound friendship between Donald Trump, Ben Carson, Bobby Jindal, and Lindsey Graham.
Wow.
And what I mean by that is that representatives from those 4 campaigns, and maybe more by now, are going to meet this weekend to talk about making demands on these debates going forward. That these haven't been debates at all.
No, not even close.
Not even close. And all these talking heads and these media types come out saying, well, they never talk about substance or anything. And of course, none of their questions have anything to do with substance. And even if they did, they don't bring up the substance between the candidates.
No, let's talk about fantasy football.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's talk about the stuff that doesn't really matter. You know,
how can we get the Simpsons to have another year? Let's do something meaningful.
How do we get them to bring back King of the Hill? But anyway, these 4 campaigns, plus some others probably by now, are going to get together this weekend to talk about how to change the format going forward. The RNC, following suit, has today announced that they are severing ties with NBC. NBC was scheduled to do a debate in February, I think February the 28th, which would be right before, not too long before Super Tuesday here.
Yeah.
But they said, no, we've had enough with NBC. So you guys are out. NBC has made an announcement today that we're going to work this out. We shall see.
Yeah.
But
it's the ad money they lose.
Of course,
you know.
This is why I say they're perhaps taking finally the lead from guys like Trump and Carson who say, look, we have the upper hand here. Why don't we exercise the use of it? We are the show. We're the spectacle. We're what they are selling. And if they don't have us, they don't have anything to sell. And they get